Hi everyone, coming back live again here with Maya. Thank you so much who has been following me and comments on my live with other business partner worldwide. So um, the goal is always, to right like just give you inspire other people journey here that because we are coming to a different journey that building this digital business on the side, either working parents, stay-at-home parents, or even like just finished the college people are looking for this digital business a way to earn extra income, and it can be for you as well. But of course, with other people journey, people can relate with their story. That's why I bring many people that who are running this business as well, that can share their story. Without further ado, I bring today Miss Gemi. She's from Canada. Um, let's see here. How are you? So
Hello, everyone.
thank
Hi,
you,
good
thank
to
you,
be
thank
here.
you. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate that you accept my invitation and inspire the viewers today. And hopefully, people out there can resonate the story with you. Can you share your background, sister, for our viewers?
Absolutely. First of all, let me say thank you for having me. It's really a pleasure to be here, to reach more people with my story. I do like to say my story because I believe stories do have power to,
Mhm.
impact people positively and motivate other people into actually taking action for whatever it is they might be, looking to
Yeah.
do in their lives. So, my name is Gbemi, and I'm originally from Nigeria. I currently now live in Canada. I'm a full-time worker. I work as a records management professional. I have three kids. I'm a
Wow.
wife. I'm a wife. I love to work with my hands, like crocheting, knitting, sewing. Those are things that just my hobby. That's really who I am.
Nice.
I'm an indoors person. I love to be indoors. I'm not really outdoorsy, but I do enjoy outdoors when I go with my family. But generally, I'm an indoors person and a very shy person.
Oh, wow. That's really, really, I mean, like, it's catchy, right? But I really interested to know you more because, you have three kids, you work full time, and also you have the huge hobbies that sometimes, like, you want to spend the time with. And can you share what is your big why, having to start a digital business on top of your busy time, on top of your corporate jobs, on top of your full time. So why you wanna build this business on the side?
Absolutely. I have so many reasons why I started this business, but let me see if I can track back. I remember
Yeah.
years back, just before I got married, my husband asked me, then like, what do you want to do? Right? Because I graduated with computer science, but I worked in the education sector all my life. But he asked me like, what do you want to do? And I remember saying, you know what? I really don't feel like working. I want to have something of my own. And so then I was crocheting, I was knitting, but he took me for other trainings. It was like, okay, train to learn this and learn that. And so I learned, and I did start a business
Oh.
then. I did start. I was selling beads, I was making beaded bags, I was doing all those things for sale. But I realized, like, as much as I don't want to do a 9 to 5, I do lack a lot even in the business. I could make the products quite okay, but the
Mm.
marketing that was needed, the one-on-one talking to people, the sales skills that was needed to make that a profitable venture, I just didn't have. And so I eventually, shut it all down. I'll still do it, but I'd never sell it. I'd rather, it was so bad, I'd rather just do it and give it out and just give it out. So I said I continued doing these things because they were my hobby, but I gave them out. I never sold
Mm.
them because it was just I wasn't making any profits when it comes to sales, and I felt I'd rather give it out and have people tell me thank you than hurt my feelings trying to make a sale that I wasn't making, right? So,
Yeah.
and that went on for years. Like, I worked for years. I totally forgot about my dream to have something of my own. I did
Mm.
try some other businesses along the way. They all failed. They all failed because I just didn't have the skills necessary. So, years down the line, I came to realize, I came to a point after I moved to Canada. I
Mm.
came to a point in time, when you leave your country and you move to, you know, um, countries like Canada and the US, we're all looking for greener pastures. We're looking for something better. So coming here, it was like, yes, this is it. This is what we've been looking for. This is where we can make it and really hit it
Yeah.
big. And then you start working and the bills start pouring in and you realize, I'm back, I'm back to the same point
Same one.
I was before, right? It's just a different environment, but I'm still basically at the same point. I'm not moving ahead in life the way I
Mm.
want to. My dreams were still stagnant. Like, I was beginning to forget what dream I had. And I had to come back to myself and say, focus. What is all this about? Like, there were times where I needed to pay for things and it was just a struggle, to help my parents, when they were ill. It was really a struggle. And I felt, no, this is not the life I dreamt of
Mhm.
for myself. And there's got to be something different out there. I wasn't particularly looking for a business. I wasn't particularly looking for anything, but my inside yearned for something more,
Mhm. Mhm.
right? I didn't go out looking for anything because I tried stuff and it failed until I came across an ad on YouTube. It was for me. It was on YouTube, and I was washing dishes on a normal day. If an ad pops up, I'll just skip and I'll keep. But because I was washing dishes and my phone was in front of me, I couldn't just keep. I had to finish what I was doing, dry my hands. But in the process of
Oh.
finishing, drying my hands, it was playing on in my ears, and I got interested. I'm like, wait, I think I need to listen to this. I need to
Yeah.
hear this because this is something different. This is something I haven't tried. This is speaking to me. It called to me for some reason. That ad called to me, and so I clicked the link, attended the webinar, and the rest is history from there, right? So yeah. So my big why was, just achieving that dream that I realized my 9 to 5 wasn't able to achieve.
Wow. Yeah. And then like what is on webinar that really really, like caught your attention? That this is it. Because
Yeah.
you had the traditional business
y-
before, right? So
exactly.
you had that business experience, and what's make this difference, compared to that based on your experience?
For me, the main difference, what spoke to me about it, was first of all, it's automation. Because I'm working, right? I need something I can do on the side that won't interfere with my work.
Mhm.
98% of this is already automated. That is one. The second thing was the digital marketing aspect. All I needed to do, from what I understood, was to learn how to use social media and to do digital marketing. And
Mm.
I told myself, I'm not a social media person. Before
Yeah.
this business, my Facebook was practically shut down. Like, I didn't even log into it. It was just there. I didn't have an Instagram account. I didn't have nothing. Right. So I'm not a social media person. And on a normal day, when people go out, they go for picnics, they take their phones with them, they snap pictures. I would never do that. I would go for all
Mm.
these lovely occasions, have this nice time, and I'll not even do one single snapshot on my phone or do a recording, to remind me of the good time I have. It's all in my head and it's fine by me. But when I saw this business and I told myself, see, you don't have the skills to do the traditional marketing and sales. But this is another way. All you need to do is learn. All you need to do is step out of your comfort zone. If you are willing to do that. And I looked at it and decided, you can't eat your cake and have it. I can't achieve my dream and still stay in my comfort zone. It doesn't work. It can never work like that. So I
Mhm.
needed to make a choice. Am I ready to step out? Since I don't have the skills for sales, I've tried that before. I can learn the skills for this one. And another thing that called to me was the mentorship. I won't be alone. The other ones I tried, I was practically working by myself. It was like you're walking blind, just a dark room and you're feeling your way like, okay, should I try this or should I do that?
Yeah.
Or maybe this or maybe that. Like nothing certain. You didn't even know if you were headed in the right direction or not. But here we have mentorship, we have a training, we have, all these things spoke to me. And I told myself, this is it. You've got to try this. Was I 100% sure I was going to make it? No. But was I going to let it go? No, I wasn't, because I had to try. I had to do something. I had to try.
Amazing. Yes, I think the same related to me as well, like you have to follow the heart, like some people like our jump conclusion. Okay, this is it, this is that. It's just like, you don't see the bigger picture yet. Sometimes like people doesn't want to watch the webinar because they already have the conclusion, the bad thing image about the online business. But
Hmm.
what I can tell here is like it's very genuine and legitimate business that we can have. Me in US and Siskemi in Canada, we are paying taxes here. We, like we register to the government. That it's a just peace of mind, like for us, like immigrants, to run the business. And also the big thing is the guidance. We 100% like have no experience in digital marketing, like digital business, whatever it
Hmm.
is, but we like got the training like from zero. Yeah, so they walk through step by step, very simple, and they kind of like guided as a video, like I'll click here, click that. I mean, it's amazing to have that, to have that the simplicity to learn something. Because like
Absolutely.
business out there, like traditional business out there, you have to try, fail, try, fail, try, fail. And then I mean, like it's a good practice to have that failure, so that you don't want to learn that for the future. You don't want to do that the same thing again for the future.
Yeah.
But here, I mean, it's minimal risk, to have that failure, because you have so many thousand out there that success in this business, that you can follow their
Hmm.
footprint, simply. You can follow your mentor, you can follow the coaches, you can follow other people that who success in this business. We have like a mastermind every week, that we it's a golden nugget there, like sis Gemi said, like we have everything that we are we are able to do it on our comfort own home, on our free time, that we can do the business.
Yes,
And then
absolutely.
for leverage, that you say you have 3 kids, right? 3 kids full time. And how you do you manage your time, and how, just give the example, like how flexible is this business, that you still can have a quality time with your family, but your business still thriving and you're still working,
Okay, so um, I, for one, I'm a regular 9 to 5 employee. So usually, before I started this business, I'll come back home, um, and I'll still have like time for my kids, right? But you see, on a normal day, when people are looking to earn extra, they either pick up a different job, a different shift, they do Uber, they do
Mm.
something else that takes them out of the house. So my where I am most impacted with the flexibility is that the same way these people are going to take more shifts, do different things, maybe do Uber, it takes them out of the house so that they can earn extra income.
Mm.
I am earning extra income from the comfort of my home. I still have that time with my kids, so I have not sacrificed my kids for money. And for me, it's a big deal,
Mm.
because back in my home, we have something I say. Can I say it in my language?
Yeah, of course, of course. Please,
It's
please.
I'm from Nigeria and I'm in the Yoruba tribe, and we say "Ọmọ tí a kọ́ ló máa gbé ilé tí a kọ́ tà." That means a child you haven't trained well will sell all the property you have amassed,
Mhm.
while the time you have spent amassing that property and you didn't train that child will eventually grow up to sell everything out. You have no value for it. That's what
Mm.
that adage meant. So you have to train your children, and not, you can't sacrifice the time to train your children, to be with your children. You can't be sacrificing it for money. And I know in this age and time it's really very difficult for parents to achieve that kind of, standard that has been put down from generations past, because the truth is things have changed. Economy has become a bit harsher, and
Yeah,
parents just
yeah,
sometimes need that extra to come in, and at times they just have no choice but to leave home to go do this work. So they end up leaving kids for nannies, for different people, and you're not really sure what they're learning, what the habits they're picking up, and the lessons they're learning from these people. They might not be your way of life. They might not be
mhm,
your standard, what you
mhm.
would normally teach your children. And so you look back 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line, you just suddenly realize, I don't recognize my children, because you
Yeah,
didn't train them, you didn't have the time for them. You were
yeah,
working, you were giving them things, but your time that you should
yeah.
use, you spent it doing something else. And it's really difficult to throw the blame at the parents, because they needed to do that. However, with this business, it doesn't have to be like that. Things really don't have to be like that anymore. You can leverage the automation, the systems we have in place, and create something, build something from the comfort of your home. And guess what? What you're building, you can also pass on to those children. So as you're working your home with them, you can actually introduce them to it as you're going, because sometimes I get my kids involved. They help me do a couple of things on the computer, reply. Maybe I'm driving, something comes in. Oh, mommy, you have a notification on your phone, read it to me. They read it to me. I tell, okay, reply so and so. They just reply the person back. It's them getting involved in the business. Sometimes I tell them, okay, I need you to go on the laptop, I need you to design something for me to use for this. I explain it to them and they design it for me, right?
Wow.
Get them involved in it,
Yeah.
because this is something that you will eventually be able to pass on to them.
Yes. Yes.
So the flexibility here has enabled me to be able to impact my kids personally with my own values, and not leave them to acquire values randomly from different people. That is the one blessing. I don't think money can pay for that for me. I,
No.
I don't see it as something I can
Mhm.
possibly pay for with any amount of money, even if I'm as rich as who now, Bill
Yeah.
Gates. I couldn't possibly pay for being able to pass on my values to my kids.
Wow, that's very inspiring. I mean, very inspiring because I can relate to that. That's the one of the reasons to, want to be present with the kids because we can't control what's out there. We believe something what we believe like, we have our religion, our faith, that things that you want to pass on to the kids in a good way, but if we don't have time then someone out there gonna teach our kids
Yeah,
where it's something that when we realize oh my god, where are you learning from.
learning that
And
from.
then
I know.
you regret it yourself. Oh my god, like we worked so hard and ended up like not having the kids behavior what you really
Mhm,
want. And we can't backward, we can't do have a backward time anymore.
exactly.
It's hard to change when it's already happened. So that's one of the reasons too that I'm doing this business so hard, so I'm able to reduce my hours now and be able to them because when they're young it's when the time that we need to be there because when I work so many hours before, in my mind like I don't want them to just know their mom is never home,
Hmm.
only work for the money that they not understanding yet why we need to have the money, but they only understand like I want my mom to be home and to be with me when I need her. But yeah, so it's very emotional because it's so hard like to living the life that we are right now because before when I was young, when I was kid, people have 3, 4, 5 kids and and it's okay.
Yeah, they survive. I know.
That's but here is so hard right now, right? Because like especially like living here in a developed country, every day is fast paced environment,
Yeah,
and if you know not knowing it, it's already next day, it's already next day, it's already next day, and they already grow so fast. So please, the viewer out there, there's a solution for you that you need to check out, you need to start something, um in order to prevent that happening. We don't want things happen first, then we regret it. So I'm so blessed, and in when I found this business, I take a leap of faith. What can I do wrong? What can goes wrong if I'll be guided, what can goes wrong, like if there's any training that I can learn on my own,
hmm,
that I don't have to search other in Google and things like, to start my own business. What can goes wrong is legitimate, and any people, any ages, any background, any whatever have no experience or have experience with other business can success in this business. Everyone can do
exactly.
it if you're willing to learn. So to kind of like finish it up, um, just share little advice for any working parents out there if they're still not sure if this is the one or not.
Okay, so um, from one working parent to another, I'd say I can't guarantee you that this business is for you, but I can
Mm,
guarantee you it's legit, right? If you're looking for something to do, a way to earn an income, then my advice is to just check it out. You want an assurance? I was replying to someone who sent me a message, and I said, if you're looking for someone to assure you that everything is going to go smoothly, just start
yeah.
now. By next week, you start earning money. If you're looking for someone to give you that assurance, you won't get it,
Yes.
because everything that is worth doing takes time. Everything that is legit, everything that is true takes time. People are looking for you to tell them it's free, don't worry, you won't have to do anything. Just, put this money down, go and sleep, don't do anything, and you start earning. No, that's not it. We are not a get rich quick scheme. What we're offering you is a system that is already built, that other people have used, proven system that other people have used. All we're asking you to do is to check it out. Then you make up your mind on if this is for you or if this is not for you. Nobody is going to hold you down. Nobody is going to force you into doing
Mm-hmm.
anything you don't want to do. At every step that you take in this business, the ball is always in your court. You always make the decision. Before you start, you'll be asked, do you want to have access to our training? If you say yes, then we give you access. Do you want to move further? If you say yes, then we'll tell you what next to do. We
Mm-hmm.
don't just put you through and just, ignore your wishes. You have the point. You have a say at every step of the way. So don't just sit back and wish life was different. Don't just sit back, draw up your goals for 2024 and say, well, by the end of 2024, I want to be earning 5 figures, 6 figures, and you do nothing. Your goal is just going to sit on that piece of paper. It's going to sit on that piece of paper. And please stop saying, do I have to watch the webinar? That's the very least you can do. Is the very, very least you can do. Number one, it's complimentary. You don't pay anything to watch it. Some people say it's too long. Then you can sit on the training site. You can watch it. If it's too long for you to watch, then stay with your 9 to 5. Be satisfied with it. Don't dream beyond what the 9 to 5 is
Yes.
to get you.
Yes.
Because no matter what it is you want to do in this life, it will take your time, it will take your effort, it will take some commitment financially from you. Anything that tells you, don't worry, you don't need any of these things, I have to warn you, beware. I don't think any such thing is real out there. You will be burnt. So here we are, we're telling you the truth. the truth is not always easy to hear. It can be bitter sometimes, but here is the truth. As much as our system works 100%, we've seen people, leverage this, and in 3 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, they've changed their lives. As
Mhm.
much as that is very true, each person that has changed their life have put in work, they've put in time, they've put in effort into doing their business. if you're ready to do if you're ready to do that, if you're ready to put in the time, it's not a huge amount of time. An hour or two a day is fine. If you're ready to put in the effort, if you're ready to learn and be coachable, if you're ready to invest to get yourself a better tomorrow, then learn more at Maya's website that you see right down there. Just go to that website, put in your name, put in your email address, reach out to Maya. She will definitely show you step by step what to do. So don't be scared. Don't be scared about what is, what not. You know what? Tomorrow has no guarantees. It's only
Mhm.
today you can control. So take that step and just do it once and for all. Stop, don't let, the more you sit on it, the more bad thoughts sit on your head. you know Throw it out. Someone said you can't stop a bird from passing, from flying across your head, right? That's the bad thought from passing through your mind. But you can stop it from building a nest on your head. So you can stop those bad thoughts from sitting there. You're just thinking, what if I don't make it? What if it doesn't work for me? What if I
Yeah,
know everybody had the thought, but we
yeah,
swiped it away and we took
yeah,
action. So now it's time for you to take action.
yeah.
uh, just go ahead and do it.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I mean, that's true. Whatever game you say, it's true. Like if I've always like tell to someone like if you're not watching this webinar for 90 minutes, I'm so sorry that probably this is not for you because it's the step. Everything has a step. That's the first step for you to take an
The
action. Just the
easiest
90
step.
minutes. If you don't have the time, then probably it's gonna hard. It's gonna be hard. But
Mhm.
what just think about like if you have the priority, the big why, and you want to change your life, it's not hard as you think. So just take an action. Just watch the webinar. That's a simple thing, and see it for yourself, and do your diligence. And we're happy to guide you to wherever you want to be. Yeah. So everyone have a different goal, different dreams, different vision, and nothing is impossible if you want to work on it. Well, thank you so much, Gemi, for your time,
Thank you.
and it's my pleasure to have you here, and I believe it's inspire one of our other viewers out there today. And thank you so much who's watching, and please comment down below wherever you're watching from, and we love to know how global we are. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye,
Bye, everyone.
Gabby.